Hello, hello, Queen. I'm so glad that you're here to our weekly date. I need to apologize. First of all, usually all the episodes always come out on Wednesday, but since I'm here in the US and since my mental breakdown 2 weeks ago and all the things happening, I don't want to push it. I want to sit down when I feel like it, when I have the right emotions. So, yeah, this week I'm a little bit too late, so sorry for that. If you're new here, welcome. This is your self love safe space, and yeah, I started talking about what's in my heart, what's in my mind, what's going on in my emotional world. And I promised you in the video from last week, and we talked about self care and being lovely to ourselves again. And I promised that I will do that this week. And I did that this week. I really took care about myself. I was soft and nice and gentle. I took breaks when I needed them. I did nothing when I had a lack of motivation or just needed to rest. So I feel very much better. I was on a coffee with a friend. I was out by myself. I had very good meetings. I was in the gym, even though one day I hurt my back. So the last 2 days I was only stretching and walking a lot, listening to my body, which is so important to not overhear the voice inside you and really sometimes be quiet, give yourself this break and listen to your inner world. And my body was like, hey, that's too much. We need it soft and we need it set gentle. So I did a lot of stretching, a lot of granny back exercises, which helped a lot, and took these breaks and walked a lot. So we're here today, and I have a lot of thoughts I want to discuss with you. Um, so, with my business, I'm trying to create a safe place. And 2025, there is no business without social media. But social media doesn't feel like a safe place no more, oftentimes. This is what I realized the last weeks, that a lot of people, even though they are on social media, they don't feel safe posting, they don't feel safe commenting or sharing things, because it feels like they put themselves out in this world, and it's dangerous out there. A lot of bad people hating, a lot of bullying, a lot of cyber mobbing, a lot of people with very weird opinions about so many things and saying not nice things. So I can understand why for so many people it does not feel safe anymore. And so today I want to talk about like social media, safe spaces, friendships in these circumstances, because it's interesting to me, and I don't know if I have like one big opinion right now, but maybe while talking to you we can figure this out. So I do remember when the whole social media started with Facebook and then Instagram. That was fun and it was so social. It was you and your friends in this bubble, commenting, showing what you're doing, having jokes, doing some challenges, and really be social on social media. But this has changed. So I would say social media is not social anymore, and that's sad. This makes me very sad. And I'm trying to think about if we need something else instead of that, like another place of sharing, building communities, building new friendships, showing like the beautiful things, but also the rough things from life? Or is there a way for social media to come back to what it was? So I do remember when I started my Instagram, like really, really posting a lot and all that, it was while the lockdown, while, you know, while it was going crazy because of the virus. And I started it because I was so bored at home and I didn't want to go crazy. And I was very, very close of going crazy. And it was me trying to make myself busy doing at least two things on a day. Either it's like dancing in the kitchen, cooking something healthy, cleaning my windows, trying a headstand, whatever it was, doing two things at least in a day while the lockdown. And I shared that because I thought, like, when I'm bored, when I'm so close to going crazy, maybe a lot of my friends are like feel the same and are on social media, see that, and maybe I can motivate and help them with that. And I had like, I don't know, 300 followers or something, and all of them were like friends, people I know, most of them. So it felt safe, and everybody joined and everybody did the challenge. And you know, that was so social. Everybody was commenting under the posts, you were hyping each other. That felt so safe, and it really saved me back in the days for to not go crazy. And that has changed the last days a lot. Even though when I remember when Facebook started, that's such a crazy long time ago, you were searching for your friends and you were putting out random things in your status, like now I'm going home from school and I'm fucking hungry, and being real and being social with your friends. And today it's more, I don't really know what it is. Why I am on social media. I'm on social media because I want to see people who inspire me and motivate me. I want to support my friends, and the biggest part is it's for my business. It's the best way to show what I'm doing with Self Love and Booty Shake, and the best way to reach women who then, you know, come to classes, workshops, whatever, online, so I can help them. But it's not that shareable and not that social anymore. And like I said before, that makes me sad. I try to make my Instagram, my social media, to a very safe space. I throw out every man who is not my friend the last days. So I think losing some hair, oopsie. That's crazy. So the last days I spent hours of kicking out men who are no dancers, no friends, not like business partners. And I think I threw out like 100 people, or even more. Of course, I want my Instagram to be for women and for my close friends, right? So that felt a little bit more safe. But it's an open profile. So if, I don't know if you have participant in my 30-day self-love summer glow challenge I did on Instagram, and still have 4 more days to go, 5 more days. But if I would have reposted you, or I did, then everybody could have seen you. And not a lot of people did that. Not a lot of women were posting something from the challenge. Like 70 women were registered to do the challenge, and I was so excited and I was so happy. I was going crazy. But I think in the end, 6 or 7 posted something. And I was asking myself the question, why is that? And I talked to some of the women, and then they told me, hey, I'm not ready to be seen, and it doesn't feel safe. And this is where all my thinking process and why we sit here right now has started. Because I was like, oh, god damn, I did not realize that doing this challenge, posting yourself, even though it's just a picture of, I don't know, of your favorite place, not even a selfie, even that feels so unsafe to so many women. And I wanted to go deeper and was talking to more friends, and a lot of them said, I would have loved to post it, but I would have needed a safe space, which is like a closed circle, so that I know when I post something, only the women from the challenge and me can see it, but not the rest of the world, because I am not ready yet. And I felt very sorry that I did not think about this. For me, already being that self-confident, already went through this healing journey, and yes, it's a never-ending story. Yes, I still have things to heal. Yes, I have sometimes days where I'm in front of the mirror looking at myself and going like, oh, really, this is how we look today? Yes, I have those days. That's normal. We're all human. But for me, I've built this confidence in me that no matter what comment or bullshit people say about me on Instagram or wherever, I don't care, because I know who I am and I know what I can do and what I want. And so that does not bother me. It bothers me more when I get critical feedback from my close friends or my boyfriend or my family, because they matter to me. But from people I don't know and they not really knowing me, I don't care. But if I would still be on the beginning of this self-love journey and finding myself and building this confidence, then yes, now realizing I would have also not felt safe. And like I said, I feel sorry that I did not realize that. So I'm thinking about how I can create a safe social space for my ladies, for you, for my queenies, so we can grow and build this confidence in a safe space. Do you know what I mean? So, of course, like, I can so understand how it feels when you are not ready to show yourself, or when you're not that social media person. That is also completely okay. And back in the days, I don't know if you know that story, but I was so afraid of taking pictures of myself and recording myself while dancing. It took me such a lot of work that I felt comfortable in front of the camera. So I know the struggle. I know how that feels. And if I would have had a safe space to do that, to practice this with other women who are in the same state in life or with themselves than me, then this would have gone so much faster. It wouldn't took me so much time. So if you have any ideas, please send me a message or put them into the comments, because I don't have a conclusion yet. I thought about making my Instagram on private, but that's very negative of growing my business. If new people don't see me and don't see what I do, then I cannot grow. On the other hand, if the people who know me already, they don't feel safe enough to comment, to like, to share, to tag me, because it doesn't feel safe, then I'm also not growing. And this is my struggle I am in right now, because I want to grow my business. I want to grow the number of women I can help. And I want to create this safe space so we can all do that together. I don't know how yet. I'm gonna figure this out. Another idea would have been doing like a membership thing on my website. So, and there also people can register and see all the other women, but only them, and then still can decide if they want to have like an open profile or a closed one. So there are a lot of possibilities to create an online safe space, because I really want to do that. And so many of you don't feel even safe in their environments and friendships, and then they don't talk about it, that they are on their self-love journey. And this is the other point I want to talk with you about. Like, if you have friends or people surrounding you and you don't feel safe with them, not safe enough that you can go over to them and tell them, hey, I have started working on myself. I am now on my self-love journey. I want to do this whole personal development thing and I'm proud of it. If you think they would shit talk you, they would say that that's bullshit, or that that's not cool, or that it's not helping anyways, or whatever, even though it, like therapy and all these things, it doesn't have to be with me, but like all this self-helping things in general, if you feel like you cannot tell them because they would judge you, then please think about first, is it real that they would judge you, or is it a block within yourself? Because then that's on you and unfair to them. But if you really think or are afraid of that they would judge you or will judge you when you tell them, then please rethink about these friendships. The first place you have to feel safe in is yourself. The trust in yourself that you can manage everything you want, that you know who you are, that you trust the process of getting to know you and allowing yourself to heal and surprise yourself with new sides of you, because we change and that's good. We should water ourselves that we grow like a plant, okay? And then the second step, you should feel safe in your relationship, in your romantic relationship. So safe that you can really share everything, even though the thought or this fear is so big or so scary to yourself. But you should feel so safe with your partner, so safe with your partner, that you know you're not gonna be judged and there's somebody listening to you and take you serious. The same with your family and with your friends. Feeling safe is so important. Don't underestimate that. That's a difficult word to say in English. Don't do that. That's so important. It starts with you, but also in the outside. So, yeah, I feel safe with me. I feel very safe in my relationship with my friends and with my family. And now that I've realized the women being with me on this journey that don't feel so safe on social media is really bothering me. And I want to find a conclusion so we have this safe space. so I am able to grow my business. Because right now I feel like I do so much, like I post a lot of tips, everything for free. The freebie, the workbook, the self-love workbook, if you don't know it yet, you can download it on my website for free. All this challenge, the summer self-love summer glow challenge, Jesus. All these tips and the emails, my newsletter, YouTube videos are following, the podcast tutorials will follow. Like, this is all for free, and that's a lot of work, and I do it because I really want to do it. But on the other hand, I need to grow, because otherwise this business won't survive, right? And right now, with all the effort I'm putting in, there is not much coming back. And I was wondering for a long time why this is. And I think now, and if I'm wrong, please send me a message, it is because people don't feel safe on these media platforms, especially not the women I work with. Because I see other people growing their business, they get likes, they get comments, they get shares, people talk about their programs, people go to their friends like, hey, I'm doing that, that's so cool, you should join that. People doing that because they really love it. And the feedback I get is very private. People send me private messages, people talk to me in private, which is so beautiful, and I love that a lot. Anytime I could cry because this is so beautiful. But it is so private that other people who are not in our bubble yet will not see it and will not hear about it. Do you know what I mean? And that's hard, because I will not grow, and I really would love to grow. So all the women I helped the last 2 years, and I've counted them in my system, I have coached over 350 women the last 2 years, doing my business part-time, not full-time, part-time. And that's beautiful. And it made me very emotional when I think about all the women who grow to such a shiny version of them, get so self-confident, started loving their body, started changing their lives, like finding love, changing careers, going on a trip alone, being brave and strong. That's so beautiful. And I wanna grow because I want to find more of those women, or the other way around. No, I want to grow because I want these women to be able to find me. But when the people who are with me right now, and they're here because they love it, and I know you appreciate me, and I appreciate all the private messages, like I told you. But if they don't feel safe sharing out of different reasons, then my growing is so slow that I'm sometimes worried how my business can survive. And that makes me sad. It makes me sad that people don't feel safe. And it makes me sad that I really have to think about, okay, if I'm not growing, then I cannot afford to do this business anymore, and I don't want to stop it. So my mission for next week is brainstorming and finding a solution. And maybe it takes longer than 1 week, but I really want to put everything into this because I want to create a safe place for us, so we can share and grow and get this self-confident, faster, better, and then you feel safe enough to go out and say like, hey, I did this and I'm so proud of myself. okay? Anytime you do that, you will inspire another woman. And maybe not coming to me, I don't care, but you will inspire them to change something, to step up for themselves, and also start the self-love journey, however this then looks for them. So that is my goal for next week. If you are struggling with feeling safe within yourself, your relationship, your friendships, or your family, then here are some tips how you can start switching that. First, like I said, it always starts within you. So, on a self-love journey, build the trust within yourself, and that means journal, write down, go on a walk, and really think about who you want to be as a woman. What do you want to do in this life? What makes you happy? And list all the things which were difficult in the past, like strong emotions, bad situations, things that happened to you, losses, whatever, heartbreaks, but you survived them. You survived them, and write all of this down and then look at the list and be proud of yourself. And this is by looking at that list and realizing, hopefully, how strong you are and how much you can trust yourself that you're gonna survive no matter what comes, no matter what crosses your way, and that you can always come back on your feet when you fall. Falling is not the problem. The problem is not getting back on your feet. Okay? So, this is what you do, and when you already feel safe in within yourself, but not in your relationship or in your friendships, then really think about how you want them and need them to look like. Talk to those people, be brave, step up for yourself, don't betray yourself. And if they don't give you what you need, what you want, and if they don't want to work on that together, then I would say these are not your people. And sometimes it's smarter, even though it hurts, to walk away from people who don't do good to you. Okay? Wow. Yes, that's it, ladies. That's it, queenies. Step up for yourself, creating safe spaces for your business, for yourself, and with all the relationships you have. That is so fucking important. Yeah. So, we have a mission for the upcoming week. Next week, I will update you again what I found out. Maybe I have a conclusion. If not, then what I've learned out of my research. If you have any ideas how this safe space could look like, please let me know. If you have some other thoughts, some ideas, what you would need to feel safe, to share, to grow, let me know. Okay, this should be not me just talking on you. I want you to talk back. That would be very beautiful. Yeah, if you're new here, you find all my social media stuff in the text below. Just check it out. There's also the link for the free self-love workbook I was talking about before. If you have questions, if you're curious, if you want to work with me, just ask. And yeah, thank you for being here. I really love how we do that right now, like this, just talking and letting it flow, being as real as I can. No matter where you are right now, you can put your hand on your heart, feel the power which is flowing through your body. And if you have a hard time right now, list 5 things you can be thankful for, and only do that. Okay, sometimes the small things are enough. I wish you a beautiful day, a beautiful morning, a beautiful lunch break, a beautiful evening, whatever time it is right now, wherever you in the world are listening from. I send you virtual hugs, a lot of love, and hui, I see you next week. Let's shine together.